Hello and welcome back to a long overdue update from Fir Park. I'm still around, but I haven't done much on any of the layouts and been busy with other things, so there's nothing much to report. That's why I haven't done an update, and I don't really want to do quick updates just to say, oh, I haven't done anything. I'd rather do an update when there's something to report. And I went to the Warley show up at the NEC last weekend. And I picked up several things which were all on my want list and managed to get them for a really good price. And we'll start with this HO gauge class 103 electric loco. It's a classic German express loco of the 1960s onwards, and they were retired not that long ago. I've got one already in the classic Trans-Europe Express colours, but I wanted a red one with the white bibs under the cab. And this livery came out around about 1987, and I remember seeing one at Basel station in the early 90s, and it's a classic loco this, and I wanted one in this colour but I couldn't get one, and I thought, well, I'll have a look up there, see if they've got any. And the first stand that I went to, where I knew there'd be some Continental, they had one in absolutely excellent condition. It's got the detailing pack unopened. It's got some detailing fitted at one end and a coupling at the other, but I've got some other additional couplings here which I can add on, and then that'll be perfect, and it works, and that's a great purchase. Now, something a little bit interesting. Yes, you're not seeing things. That is an O gauge item of rolling stock. I picked it up from what stand was it? I can't remember now, but there was a stand where they had some unboxed bits and pieces in O gauge. This is actually a ready built coach. It's based on the original ex-LMS Stanier type coaches. It's the sort of full brake parcels coach version. Absolutely immaculate condition. It's all there, chain link couplings, buffers, everything's absolutely there intact, perfect, and I got it for £60. I thought that was a really good buy. The manufacturer of these is someone called MTH Electric Trains. Now, a few years ago they did bring out the Stanier Festival coaches. I believe they've now ceased trading. I don't think you can get these coaches anymore, but I spotted this and I thought, yep, I'm going to have that, because that leads me nicely onto an announcement of an O gauge project I'm doing, late 60s or mid to late 60s Scottish region, and this will fit in absolutely fine. And it's, yeah, I'm really pleased with this. It's a really good buy as well, 60 quid for that. And the next item was an O gauge Daypole 14-ton tank wagon. There's the catalogue reference there on the end of the box. There it is. Yep, it's one of the ones, Regent tank wagon. It's suitable for the period. Now, I think these tank wagons were in use until the early 70s before the TTA type ones came in, which I think they came in the late 60s, but these were still in use. So I got that for, I think it was £35. I think it was either £35 or £40. I thought that was a good buy as well. And I picked up this absolute beast of a loco. It's pre-owned. It's a Tower Models one they did back along. It's a Helgen Deltic, and it's been named and numbered as D9009 Alicidon BR two-tone green. There's no yellow ends on it, but I can probably get small yellow ends applied on it. It's absolutely immaculate, mint, and I got it for a fantastic price. And I know these are coming out again based on post 1976 Deltics, but the cost of those and the fact that those ones are out of period, I'm not paying silly money for these, so I picked up this for a really good price, and I thought, yeah, I've got to go for that one. So add that to the small collection of bits and pieces I've got. Yeah, it's absolutely immaculate. Got the brass nameplate on there. Appears to be a driver fitted as well, so that's good. Yeah, that's a really good loco. That it's iconic as well, and they operated mainly on the East Coast main line, up to Edinburgh in the 60s, but I've got some pictures in books which show the odd one operating elsewhere. There was a picture of one at Glasgow Queen Street on what appeared to be a special train, and then one or two others, so it's not out of the question that you could get away with this on another sort of line other than the East Coast main line. And I managed to lastly pick up another one of those MTHO gauge Stanger coaches XLMS. This one's a break end coach. You may have just seen the catalogue number on the end of the box in the previous clip. This is one of the XLMS ones in maroon. It appears to have been weathered and there's passengers fitted, and I picked up this for 80 quid, and I thought that again, that was a steal, that, because they discontinued these. So and they were in use in the mid 60s, I think late 60s, possibly up to about 1970, and these are classic coaches. These, if you're modelling the Scottish region for that period, I think some of these are absolutely essential. So I'm really pleased with that, and overall really pleased with what I've picked up, because this time round, rather than going in all guns blazing, just spending for the sake of it, I went there with a list of exactly the bits that I wanted. Only went fractionally over budget, but it, you know, sometimes you can go up there and just spend like there's no tomorrow, and then the Sunday after, when you've been up on the Saturday, you're sort of, you know, mulling over what you've done. And but I didn't have that this time, so I'm really pleased. I went up there, knew what I wanted. Once I picked up those bits, things like this coach here was a bonus, which I didn't expect to find, but knew that I'd need one. And so yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So yeah, the HO's gauge layout, I'm going to be doing a brand new layout, because the existing layout is okay. However, the lower level double track is too tight for scale length coaches to go around, which is something I didn't take into account when I built it, because I didn't have any. I only had the short sort of coaches, so I made a bit of a mistake there. And so it's time to do a brand new layout, and I'm going to do a rendition of Basel Station in Switzerland, and it's going to be a I'm going to do it properly this time, get it right, and so I should be starting that. And then the O gauge project will be in the living room, and it'll be a baseboard down one side, end to end, 19 foot long by either 2 foot wide or 3 foot wide, with an upper level terminus to fiddle yard done in the sort of minories type fashion, with a lower level goods yard going into a fiddle yard, or maybe a lower level goods line passing through with a loco stabling point. I want to try and make it as all action as possible in the space available, so I should be starting both of those next year and doing more regular updates on both throughout the year. So thanks for watching and staying with me in that, and I'll keep you updated. So have a good end of the year and Christmas and New Year, and I'll be back in the new year with some updates on some actual proper progress. Okay, thanks for watching.